Alright, yo, what's up guys? I'm Alfing Delete, and today we are starting our Dimensional Dominion playthrough, fighting the third crisis in this series. Today we're going to be dealing with the Unbidden, and we're going to start by looking at the first contact situation that we have now. This portal has just opened up in space. There are some really strong looking Unbidden fleets there. Defulu, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And we are getting ready to face this monstrosity here. It's about to go down, and so let's go ahead and pull up their screen. And this says that this one has seen into the shroud. Now we have a couple of options here. I'm going to use our psionic ability here to see if they are from the shroud. And so they say the shroud, we know of it. It is close to where we come from, very close. All right, so I'm actually curious here to see if they'll have anything to do with the center of the galaxy. All right, so this is all we can see for right now, at least. There's a lot of red going on in this galaxy. My Empire, the Imperial Core, the Galactic Emperor, the Dimensional Dominion, everything that's in this like really sharp red. This is all my borders right now. Pretty much most of the galaxy is unified either in a federation or in the Galactic Imperium, which we're going to go ahead and break down everything that's going on in this game so far. And so here is the Galactic Empress of the Imperial Core. That's pretty cool. We're not even called the Dimensional Dominion anymore. We're just the Imperial Core. But yeah, it says here that we have the Fanatic Authoritarian Ethic. This gives me 1 extra monthly influence and 10% worker pop resource output. We have our Xenophile Ethic, giving me an extra envoy and increasing trade value, as well as gaining more insights while observing pre-FTL civilizations. After that, we have Dark Consortism, Diplomatic Corps, Galactic Sovereign, which is a really cool one. We got this from Becoming the Emperor, and the Feudal Society Civic. And so this is all the details for my empire. We started with the Rift World Origin. Yo, DJ Taco Man, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We are just breaking down our empire here. And if we go to the center of the galaxy, here in the opening system, we have a lot of things going on in the system right now. But since we start with the Rift World Origin, this starts me with a archaeology site on my home planet. And then we have a Astral Rift in my home system. And so this started in my home system when this game started. We've explored that a long time ago. And then eventually we had a strange wormhole that is opened up in my home system, and this leads to the center of the galaxy. This is right in the middle of the galaxy. There are asteroids everywhere here. I'm curious to see if the Unbidden will have any play in this, because we encountered some similar looking Unbidden creatures. On top of that, when we use the astral actions, which we've unlocked all of these a while back, we've been able to summon dimensional fleets, which we're going to definitely go ahead and do that right now. I didn't realize I didn't have Astral Collaboration set yet. But yes, we have just summoned the Dimensional Fleet. We'll look at them in just a moment. Let's jump over to the Galactic Imperium. And in this community, we are currently voting to declare... Oh, I'm actually voting to declare another Empire Crisis. Hold up. Let's see if we can change the Galactic focus. Oh, and can I do this right on a whim? Wow. So a resolution has been passed. We are now focusing on the Unbidden. I cannot believe I was able to just do that instantly, but hey, there it is, the powers of the Emperor there. But yeah, back over here to our astral actions here. Pretty much I've been using the Summoning Dimensional Fleet just as many times as I can. Every time you summon it, you'll get a stronger version of that fleet. And so here are our astral actions. Here are the astral, or the relics and minor artifacts that we have. And so for the relics, we have the Plasmic Core, the Javorian Pox Sample, which I won't be needing that too much. The Isolated Contingency Core. This has been a lot of fun to have in this game. I can build 1 additional megastructure of each type. My mechanical pop assembly speed has been increased by 100%, although I'm not building too many robots right now. And we'll have the Contingency Calculation Modifier for 10 years. This increases my megastructure build speed by 300%. And so not only that plus edicts, I could potentially be building 3 megastructures at once. all 300% faster, and with edicts that would actually add more to that that mega structure build speed, which we'll look at in a moment as well. But finally, for our fourth relic, we have the Praethorn Broad Queen, and this bad boy's sweet. I can breed a sizable Praethorn fleet, and so this is just multiple ways of getting more fleets into my military here. Now, usually when I check out this tab, I always go through and just select the minor artifacts that I can activate. Since we are going to be going to war, we're going to be activating pretty much all of these here. And next up, let's jump over to our society manager. And so here are all of the traditions that we've completed so far in this game today. We've completed discovery, prosperity, supremacy, diplomacy, psionics, politics, and statecraft. And for my ascension perks, we're going with technological ascendancy, one vision, mind over matter, shared destiny, galactic contender, defenders of the galaxy, master builders, and Colossus project. And so we do have a Colossus weapon. We've delved into the shroud multiple times. Now that we've looked at most of what we wanted to see for our empire here, let's take a look at our planets. I'm going to start this off by reorganizing these and making sure they're set up with the least pops to the most. And I see I'm bringing in 3,000 alloys right now per month. I'm going to check my special resources here. Let's see, what do we have? So in order to upgrade, I have plenty of minerals as well. Pretty sure I'm getting a lot of these resources from my subjects. I'm just kind of scoping around at each of these planets and seeing if there's any more buildings or anything that I could add right now that could help out. But for now, I think a lot of it's just a lot of jobs here. Let me see. A lot of open jobs available. We have 19 rare crystals. We're gonna go ahead and spend those upgrading a few of these administrative parks. Let's see here. This is a habitats. We can go ahead and add some. Honestly, I got 3,000 energy credits. Oh, they cost consumer goods, so I gotta be careful with these. These can get a little expensive here, but we'll go ahead and build 2 0G research districts for my Gabog habitats. And I should have renamed these. So in a separate playthrough I'm playing right now, I've been naming the planets based off of what their designation is going to be, making it a little bit easier here to manage these planets. It's like this one I'm going to probably imagine it's going to be a refinery habitat. I'm just going to finish building the last, even though I have a lot of minerals as is, I'm going to continue to try and build jobs here as our habitats and planets will start to fill up. And here I have, what is this? An unemployed pop. No, that can't be. Let's see here. I know we have this unification center planets. Let's go ahead and move a few more pops from some of these worlds. And so what I'm doing right now is we are just looking at planets. I'm looking at this job category right here, and any worlds that have a low amount of jobs, in this case here, there's only 3 jobs left. And if I go to Planet Armor, we'll look at this world really quick. Planet Armor, where are you at? Here it is. Armor is going to have 37 amenities, and so that's a lot of just clerk jobs being worked on here, which, why do I have clerk jobs as a favorite? I guess I just needed the amenities there on this world, but we'll go ahead and move some pops to a different planet. I see another world with some unemployment. And so, yeah, we'll move them over to the Unification Center, planet Soma here. And let's begin. And so, like that other world, you'll see it as well on this view mode here. Oh, okay, so this must be a specialist pop. Nope, it's a worker pop. That's bizarre. Tag Bash Vug. We need to move this unemployed. Oh, it's a robot. I see. And so, yeah, since we are a spiritual species, robots are kind of like the bottom category for us when it comes to workers. And so they can only work the worker jobs. And we'll go ahead and move a few pops over to Planet Armor. Now, if we go to oh, I moved them over to Soma, I believe. Maybe I did move them to Armor. Oh, yes, I did, because now there's 0 jobs available on this world. And so let's grab Planet Soma here and see how Planet Armor has... Oh, I just showed it now, but I can't see it now. It was showing how many pops were available. Not anymore. And so let's go ahead and move a few more clerks around. So that's going to open up 4 jobs for that world. Planet Bounty, we'll do the same for a few of these, just moving clerks The clerk jobs they're okay. They increase amenities, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but your pops could be definitely used for other things here. And so anytime I see anything like this where there's just there'll be a lot of worlds that'll have a ton of amenities. Usually that means that you have and see, we only have so many robots we can work on this world. I'll just move them over. But yes, it does get a little expensive based on the way your empire is set up. And how you doing, Frizzang Beast? Good morning to you and everyone else as well. Yes, yes. Depending on how your empire is set up, that could be very expensive. Now, the system we were just looking at, the system is the strange wormhole that's in the center of the galaxy. And yes, it's been pretty interesting. And so I'm going to crank the volume down just a tad bit there. All right, and let's jump to our game here. So next up, we're going to look at a astral rift before we start all of this madness. We have strange geometry. And so this is the lattice. This is a astral rift we are currently exploring. And it says that this first situation of it. It says we have entered a space of confusing virtual spectacles, geometric patterns, and shifting colors. The surroundings do not appear dangerous, but they are disorienting as a neural optical illusion. Now, attempts to analyze the material that makes up this universe are baffling. No matter how intensely the samples are magnified, we are confronted by the same repeating patterns. It is as if they are condensed towards infinity. Now, clearly, they are physical principles operating inside of this rift that we do not yet understand. And so we're going to go ahead and explain this a little bit further and dive deeper into the lattice. That is... Oh, and we have the volcanic plane as well. We're going to go ahead and just read through both of these. And so this one's the third chapter. It says here that's the black obelisk. The floating creatures were not prepared for our sudden maneuver. And so, yes, in this one, we traveled to this kind of hot realm, and there were these species flying around, and we got too close to it, and now it's getting ready to make its way towards us. It actually pulled us. And so a burst of our engines pulled us free of their tendrils, propelling us quickly into the river of molten lava below. Clearly, they are not accustomed to the prey behaving in such ways. Now, the protective coating we had applied as a precaution allowed us to survive long enough to emerge some distance away. Hidden from their attention. All right, so we've gotten away. It says, propelling ourselves quietly along, we've arrived in the close proximity of the massive oblique. Now, obsidian black, it stretches to the ceiling of this volcanic chamber. If it is ancient, it is embellished. What yet appeared as decoration has now been revealed itself as a pattern. Yet indecipherable, molten runes swirl along as surface in the deliberate arrangement. Now, translations would be possible given enough time. Our target tracking computers have detected that the creatures patrolling this area move faster the closer they are to this object. Now, we have extrapolated that whatever the structure is, these beings are tethered to it in some kind of way. And so destroying it with a charge or compressed gas could inhibit their abilities to function. And I'm going to try to destroy it. Let's see what happens here. And that is our other astral action. Yes, here again, we are voting for an empire to be a crisis, which... That's going to be crazy because I feel like I almost don't even have to anymore. With, yo, Barely Bread, what's going on? We got the Unbidden spawned into our game here. And I wanted to go to war with this Enlightened Kingdom, but I might not even have to. Because, yeah, the Unbidden just spawned inside of their borders, and we're going to see how they respond here. Now, we have found some military applications, and we're going to look to do some shield damage for the next 5 years, especially against the Unbidden. Got some arcane deciphering, perfect. All right, cool. Now, I think we've pretty much managed... Let's see here. I don't think there's much more that I need to look at here for my worlds. We'll check out our bases here behind me, and I have a few building slots open. But I think we should be okay for now. I might add these defensive supergrid computers. Weasel, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We are in, I'm pretty sure we're over a month now of this series, but we have finally made it to the Unbidden, and we're going to see how we do here. I'm just making some final preparations before we get ready to face off against the third crisis. This is going to be an interesting stream today. And so food is looking pretty solid. We're gonna keep going for that naval cap, especially since we're about 1,000 ships over our naval capacity. That is massive. And on top of that, we can build 2 of the same mega structures. And so I have 1 mega shipyard already complete. Now we're gonna jump over to our government tab. Here are all of my rulers and leaders, but we're gonna be looking at the policies and edicts in particular. Now with edicts, we have fortify the border active, we have fleet supremacy active, mining subsidies, forge subsidies. Let's see here, dark matter forging, baryonic insights. Those are some newer ones that we have thanks to dark matter we've been getting throughout most of the game. And we have what I was looking for, the ambition traits or the ambition edicts. Only 1K over. Those are rookie numbers in this guy. I know. Look, I've been in a few wars already, and so we've been trying to play some catch up here. But yeah, we're starting to build more megastructures. We have the architectural renaissance, and this increases megastructure build speed by another 50. And so with us already using that contingency core, that's going to bring our megastructure build speed up to 350. We'll be able to build 3 megastructures at once, and our planetary build speeds increased by 100%. But our last edict we have is a grand fleet, and that's just to decrease the upkeep of our ships. Now, speaking of ships, let me find this dimensional fleet here. Oh my goodness, 597k fleet power. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect. And so let's grab all of our ships here, and we are going to... I might have to wait. We might have to wait and see where the Unbidden goes. We'll keep our fleet stationary for now. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And here we go, guys. We are starting our game right now. Woo! It has been 17 minutes of just trying to catch up everything that's been going on. But no, yeah, I plan for this to be a... Oh, they are attacking our rivals first. Oh, man. And so that could be bad. That could be very bad for these guys. But I'm just going to watch and see here. Look at this. They're traveling with about 3.9, close to 4 million dubstep in motion. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. We have a crisis here traveling. What? Oh, I thought they destroyed a planet. Yo, the Unbidden is not messing around here. All right, so we might have to send... I could use the quantum catapult. And I think I'm going to position my ships right inside of it. We have to find, where's the system with my quantum catapult? It's somewhere. I want to say here. Yes, there it is. And so we got all of our ships traveling there now. I'm going to go ahead and build another starport. Although we are over our capacity, I'm just going to keep building them just for a second, because I get the feeling this is going to be interesting. And I think I'm going to need all of my ships here. I don't know if they'll travel with me. All right, and so the Unbidden's expanding again, and the biggest thing I'm worried about is them getting their hands on a L-gate system. And so actually, I don't think they're connected to any L-gates yet, but let's look at the next situation for the volcanic plain. This says that we now have a shattered obelisk. It says the charges we've strategically placed along the seams of the obsidian tower have sheared it completely in half. Wow. So we went with it. We tried to destroy this object. And it says that as the upper portion of the obelisk slid away, a severe darkness filled the cavern. Now, the floating creatures we noticed earlier lost their luminosity and fell to the ground with heavy, wet thumps. Now, the gates containing the chambers lining the walls swung open. Countless hordes of creatures poured forth from these holes into the closest tunnel systems. We have no idea where these tunnels lead, but at least they are now free. The shattered materials of the obelisk possessed unique and interesting properties. We've taken much of it aboard as we can for further study. And so this ends this astral rift. Wow. We gained 2,000 minerals, 2,000 alloys, 39,000 unity. That is huge. And now I'm back to 1 million unity again. Nice. Oh, this is perfect. So the subjects, these guys aren't our subjects, but their species are running to my worlds. This is perfect. On top of that, I'm currently integrating another empire, and pretty soon they will belong to me. Their planets, they expanded into some of my systems. We haven't forgotten it. Here we have this is a fallen empire, which the fallen empires have awakened, But I'm sure only the sleepers have awakened. They haven't formed the war in the heavens yet. That whole situation hasn't went down. All right, so Emperor Yang, ready to take on the galaxy? We sure are. Right now, we're just watching this contingent, or not the contingency. We're watching the Unbidden right now and seeing what they're doing here. And it looks like they're rotating sort of, it looks like they're going clockwise right now. And so this fleet doesn't appear to be moving. Oh, the game's paused. They are moving. Oh, so we got multiple fleets traveling across multiple systems. And, yeah, I'm gonna have to send my ships right there. We're gonna have to grab all ships and move them up. This is gonna be dangerous. So yeah, they're attacking one of my subjects. That'll directly impact me, and we can't have that. Although it will make my subjects... Oh yeah, we're building way more ships. Reinforcing more. Let's see how many ships are being created at once right now. Look at this. Almost every starbase behind my noggin here. Battleships, frigates, and this must be a bug or something, but my mega structure is just not building any ships right now. Next time I get a bunch of alloys, I'm just gonna start building ships strictly through that mega structure, because it seems to not be working with the... Man, we got a long ways to go, but we are traveling through hyper relays right now. We do have to be careful. Oh, yes, we got subjects. Look at all these species coming to my worlds. Oh my goodness. Wow. And the Unbidden is spreading pretty quickly. I will say they've already taken a handful of systems up here, and I'm seeing more and more of these fleets. Geez, I'm gonna try to take on a 1 million fleet by itself. We'll count our losses afterwards, but I gotta get all my ships together here before some of them leaves or travels too far. I don't want these guys going into an unsafe system. All right, we got another Astral Rift. Oh my, man. That's going to be our 17th? Let's see how many Astral Rifts we are researching. All right, so we're researching. We've completed another one that's been 16 Astral Rifts, so we just completed our 16th. We're researching our 17th, and we have now found an 18 Astral Rift, our 18th Astral Rift. All right, so I got tech on automatic right now, but man, we just got a lot of pops. We're sitting at 1,660 of them. We are gaining 3,000 energy credits, and I'm going to see if I could buy... Yeah, we got to buy some more consumer goods. And we can't buy any Unity, but I wish we could. That would be nice. Okay, and so, yes, we have our World Cracker here, which I'm not sure we'll even be needing that right now. And I don't want to send it too far. How am I liking the Astral Planes DLC? Haven't picked it up yet, but seems interesting. I'm going to say this. There are a lot of Astral Rifts. Now, when it first came out, I felt like there was a lot of pushback from the community, but for me, I've just been enjoying just all these crazy situations happening here. The Unbidden, this is not necessarily Astral Planes DLC related, but this is probably one of my favorite parts of the game, is dealing with the Endgame Crisis. And pretty soon here, our fleets are about to clash. I just got to make sure we attack the right one. And so, oh, looks like one of my construction ships are in the way of fire. I want to make sure all of my ships are here before we continue. I got another 117k fleet. I need that here. I need every ship on deck. Check it on this side of the galaxy to make sure we don't have any spare fleets just lingering around. And pretty soon it is about to go down. Now, I do build a lot of lasers on my ships, and so I'm hoping that works in my favor. And oh, we might have the first crash. Holy moly. Let me make sure everything's going all right.